How are y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Floor 9 Look Be a Landlord. My name is Kevin and this is KCG Plays. And for those following along, we are currently on 9 wins and 8 losses since the new update and a win streak of 2. So hopefully with our new strategy from the last 2 games, we will be able to bump that up and match our previous record of 3 wins in a row. Let's jump into it and see what we get. Okay, a very early cultist I think is definitely worth taking a chance on. Cultists are one of the better scalers in the game. I'll take a toddler there because we do need to take something. Here I will take a 3-sided dice because it's worth 2 on average. And we need to make rent. Now we are going to make rent, so I think I can afford to take a coal. This is a little bit greedy but should pay off towards the end. We made the 25 rent payment with only 1 left over, 50 now due in 5 spins, so we need to make 10 per average. Let's take the rabbit. And out of these, happy hour is pretty good. Purple pepper isn't good enough. I think egg carton though is probably the best. And we're making 9, so we need to take more symbols. Let's take a present because we do have a toddler. Excellent. That should ensure that we definitely make the next rent payment. Out of these, I don't particularly want any of these. Can we afford to skip? Let's take the goldfish. There's a few ways of getting rid of that, so it's not the worst. Let's take a pinata because we do have the toddler. That should ensure that we make the next rent payment and we get safe enough. I don't want a banana peel or another cat, so let's take a removal capsule. And we made the 50 rent payment with 39 left over, which is pretty decent. 100 now due in 6 spins. 5-sided dice is fantastic, it's just worth 3 on average. And out of these, mining pick could be good, but only really if we get a geologist, and at that stage we've probably won the game anyway. Wanted poster, again it requires us not only to take a thief but also to take a way of destroying the thief, so I think I'll go with Maxwell the bear. That'll make the bear into a tree symbol, which is just brilliant. Here we get a thief first of all. Can I afford to skip? I don't particularly want any of these, so let's, how's our inventory doing? 4 spaces, let's skip. 21, okay, we won't have any problem making rent. Let's take a chemical 7, it's worth 7, which is pretty decent. Okay, here out of these I'll take a key because that can open us up to taking some decent symbols later on. Out of these, egg I think is the best choice, just straight into the egg carton, giving me 1 in perpetuity. Perpetuity, is that the right word? Perpetuity? I may be pronouncing that wrong, it's entirely possible. Let's take the anchor. It's worth, I think it's worth like 1.75 on average. That's something I definitely knew but have forgotten. We made the 100 rent payment with 59 left over, so we're doing pretty well. 150 now due in 6 spins. And out of these, let's take the target because it's worth 2 on average. And we probably would pick up a arrow of some kind during this run. Let's take Kyle the Kerma, I think is the best choice there. Okay, out of these, we shall skip these choices. How are we doing? We're getting about 20-25 on average. It's not too bad. We don't particularly want any of these either. They're all just worth 1. We don't have any synergies with any of them, so let's skip. Should be getting our... Okay, our rabbit is actually online. I was about to say we should be getting our rabbit online. Let's skip this as well. At this stage we've been skipping a lot, which isn't great. Let's take an item capsule. Maybe that'll give this run a bit of direction. Cyan pepper. If no more than 2 symbols are the same, which is actually giving us 2 kinds at the time. Let's take a orange just because it's worth 2. And we need to bump up the amount. We made the 150 rent payment with only 35 left over. 225 now due in 7 spins. This is definitely where we need to find something. How many spaces? We have 2 spaces. Let's see if we can get something a little better. We didn't, so let's take a void creature, and we could have gotten Quigley the wolf. Let's take Quigley the wolf. Then we can now add wolves. Okay, we got 30 by 6 is 180. So we should make rent payment if we keep it up. Let's take another void creature. And we now have our diamond, which will give us a big boost. Let's take dogs because we do have wolves. Okay. Out of these, I do still have a cat, so I can take a milk. We have a spare symbol space. Luckily it got taken out straight away, which is pretty good. We also have a toddler, so I can take a present. Again, got taken out straight away, which is all we can hope for. 49. We'll take a lockbox to get rid of that key. We now have a dead cultist here, and at this stage I don't think I'm going cultists. So a bear is worth 3, a dog is also worth 3, but a dog would stop our Cyan Pepper from hitting every turn, so let's take a bear. It also means we could take honey and get a bit of a payout from that. We made the 225 rent payment with 62 left over. I'm happy enough with that scaling at the moment. 300 now doing 7 spins. Here a bronze arrow is pretty decent, and ancient lizard blade would just give us 8 at the moment. Kind on a string though would remove kinds. At the moment we do only have 1 of everything, so ancient lizard blade is really good. Let's take it. And how many items do 22 symbols? Okay, let's get rid of this cultist and we should be okay. We do have a few symbols that will be taken out eventually, just take themselves out, I mean. Let's take a void creature, and I should be getting 8 from this. Yes, 7. Okay, let's take another dog, and let's remove. Why am I only getting 7 from that? Where are my items? Gives 1 less for each symbol in your inventory with a quantity of 2 or more. I don't have any symbols with a quantity of 2 or more. Oh, duds. So that just automatically gives 7 on floor number 9. Okay, fair enough. Let's take out the... I might pick up a synergy with the flower. Out of these, which am I less likely to pick up? What is this? Pearl? Okay, let's take out the cherry. Pet the dog there, if anyone saw that real quick. Okay, 47 per turn. We're not doing too bad. Let's skip 4 turns of 47. We'll definitely make the rent payment. Okay, let's say 4 turns of 40. We don't particularly want any of these. Matryoshka doll is not too bad. So 3 spins and then 5 spins, 7 spins. It's a bit late, so let's skip it. That could be a mistake. Ruby is fantastic. It's just worth 3. Let's take the ruby and let's now remove the coin, I think. Okay, 40. And we're now only getting 6. What do we have? Oh, I have 2 wolves, of course. Let's skip all of these. Okay, decent hit there on the bronze arrow. And we made the 300 rent payment with 66 left over. 375 now due in 8 spins. Now, rabbit fluff is pretty good if we're trying to stack luck. Omelette though is just worth 3, which is pretty good in and of itself. Let's go with omelette, and let's go with jack-o'-lantern, I think, because we do have the toddler. There goes our target finally, and 71 on that spin. Can't complain. We did get rid of the cultist, so let's take. I think we can afford to take a coal. Let's just check if we get 40. 40 by 6 is 240. We only need 200. Okay, that's perfect. Let's skip this. And there goes our lockbox and our key. They survived a long time. Let's take an item capsule. White pepper gained 3. Okay, so basically just 1 per turn. A toddler is worth 2, but okay, so a toddler is worth 2, but it'll make this worth less than. It'll make this worth less, 1 less, so it's basically worth 1, which isn't fantastic. Let's skip. Okay, we're getting about 50 per turn, which isn't too bad. A Beastmaster would obviously be great in this deck. There's a few decent things in this deck. Let's skip again. Okay, a diver of course would also be pretty good. Moons are great as well, actually, making wolves work. And rabbits, excellent. That's one of the best pickups, actually much better than a Beastmaster. I didn't even think of it. We made the 375 rent payment with 107 left over. I'm very happy with this scaling. 450 now due in 8 spins. And silver arrow is perfect. And cardboard box is also perfect. That'll help us just clean up our deck. And at this stage, I think I'll take out the pearl. Okay, how are we doing? 50. If we get 50, that's 350. That is fantastic. Let's skip this. We should have no problem making the next rent payment. Okay, and we'll take another wolf. How much is our ancient lizard blade giving us now? 6. Ah. So ancient lizard blade only goes down by 1 for every type of symbol. So we can have as many wolves as we want. It'll still only go down by 1. That's not actually how I thought that worked, but that's actually fantastic. So we just want to stack up on wolves and yeah, mostly just wolves actually. There's more of them. Let's take a bubble for the toddler, should we? Sure. It's better than a lot of things in our inventory. Great hit there on our silver arrow. We could take another coal. Will it pay off? 20 turns. We're on payment number 7. I think it probably will. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, shiny pebble is worth 2, but at this stage, I guess it's alright. It's better than, we still have some 1s left in the deck, so it's better than that. Let's take out the goldfish first. Okay, getting about 60 per turn. We're very close to actually just winning this, getting a once we get a consistent 70 per turn, we have basically won. We made the 450 rent payment with 190 left over, so we have scaled better than rent. 575 now due in 9 spins. Diver would be pretty decent to take out the anchor. And that's pretty much all. We could re-roll and see if we can get another rare. A second silver arrow is pretty decent as well, actually. Curse katana, lockpick, or oil can. Not a big fan of oil can. I don't think it's that good, particularly actually since we only have, we want to get down to 20 symbols. Oil can will be completely useless. Well, it might change the order of the symbols, but it's not worth it. Curse katana is pretty interesting and probably worth taking. We'd need 3 ninjas. Lockpick, of course, actually, either of these I think are a decent choice, but I'll take lockpick because it's the easiest. Probably be offered loads of ninjas. Now I'll take another dog. Wolves are our end game strategy with the moon, so we'll just want as many of them as we can. I'll take an egg for the egg carton. How are we doing? 67. We're very close to just winning this basically. Bears are worth 3, but it would make the ancient lizard blade worth 1 less, so this bear is actually just worth 2, which isn't fantastic at this stage, so I'll skip it. Okay, 68. We're getting a pretty consistent 68. Let's take a void stone and let's remove. At this stage, the flower is the worst item. Okay, great hit there from our silver arrow, making a big 30 wolf. And let's take another dog. More wolves the better. Only getting 4 from our ancient lizard blade at the moment. It's not too bad. Let's skip. At this stage, we'll probably be skipping most things. There should be a big rabbit here, 27 rabbit, 104, and we could have taken a lockbox there, but at this stage we've pretty much won the game. We're consistently getting over 70 in our rolls. Let's take another egg for our egg carton, just demonstrating pretty decent technique, and a big 30 from our diamonds. Must have been hit by 2 arrows. We made the 575 rent payment with 301 left over. 650 now due in 9 spins. Shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. Joker's pretty good, but let's see if we can get anything better. And in fact, we can't. So let's skip. Pizza the cat, guillotine, and lemon. Pizza the Cat will give us 1 extra per turn. Guillotine, we only need 1 billionaire to show up for that to be better than Pizza the Cat. In fact, I'm actually going to remove the cat, so Pizza the Cat would have been completely useless. Let's take, should we take another target? We do have 24 symbols. At this stage, Anchor is probably our worst. It's worth less than, yeah, let's take out Anchor. It's worth less than 2. And the Toddler is worth 2, so, and 73. Do we have time for another coal? I think so. So payment 9, we've 7, and then we've got 10, and then we've got 10, I believe. So we do have time for another coal. We've also won, so I'm not really that fussed. Big 27 from this wolf. Skip all of this. 60. 5-sided dice is pretty decent, but no need. 47, very low roll there, but we've already made rent, so I'm not that worried. 59. Let's take another reroll capsule, sure, why not? 58, a few low rolls going on. Let's skip this. And let's take out, is Toddler now our worst, or is this Shiny Pebble? Probably Toddler. When not, well, I guess Orange is worse. Okay, big 27 wolf here. And the Void Stone is always better than a skip, I think. Unless they have loads of symbols like our synergies that might be messed up by something rolling in. But we did make, what was that, 675 rent payment with 259 left over. 700 now due in 10 spins. Another Silver Arrow is fantastic. Beastmaster actually there would also have been great. And possibly better than the Silver Arrow. It's tough to say. And here I'll take Comfy Pillow, I guess. 71, so we're doing pretty good. And as we remove more from our deck, we'll do even better. A Void Stone, I guess, is still worth over a skip. Possibly not, actually. At this stage, we might be better off leaving the Void Stones. Let's skip this. Big wolf here. 130 on that spin, that's fantastic. Let's skip. And let's remove, at this stage, Toddler is probably the worst item, I think. Let's remove it. And then Dice is the next worst. 3-sided dice, that is. And skip. A big 146 spin there, we're not doing too bad. And 100, King Midas, if we wanted to kind of throw the run. At this stage we'd probably still win, but why risk it? Shiny Pebble, Pearl, no, skip everything. $92, I will take another dog though. Do I want to skip? Sure, let's see what kind of rare item we'll get. We made the 700 rent payment with 457 left over, and that's with skipping the last spin. So 777 due in 10 spins. We only need like 30 per spin. Do I want a sun? I did remove the flower. Let's re-roll. Don't want any of these. And I will take a Beastmaster. And we're now guaranteed to win, even if something went completely bananas. So let's take Devil Deal, I guess. And let's remove the dice. And despite me getting cardboard box and trying my best, I still have loads of symbols in this deck. Okay, now this is worth 3. Probably Shiny Pebble, I think, is the worst at the moment. Yep. So back down to 23. Okay, and we're getting about 100 per spin, so no problem whatsoever. Not sure if adding the Beastmaster was worth it. It took up a space. Buffing Capsule would probably be worth it. I guess it probably will make this 18. Nah, it's only a doubling. I mean, it probably is worth it, but yeah, I mean, like it doubled these to 18. Definitely another moon would have been much better than a Beastmaster. It's kind of what I was hoping for, but great spin there with the Beastmaster though. And a big 267 from that spin. Fantastic. and just skipping everything. And 166. There's Ninja. Did we take Ninja Blade? We were offered Ninja Blade twice, didn't take it either time. Okay, these are all now worth 3. So is Bronze Arrow the worst? Probably not. Well, is Bronze Arrow the worst? Let's take 5-sided dice out of the equation. And let's skip this. We could skip it, but we aren't planning to go end this, so I just want to end with the most amount of money. So we'll take one more spin. And actually we could use this. And then we won the game and we made the last rent payment, 777, 1,729 left over, with a bit of shenanigans from the old Devil's Deal. So that was an excellent run. We pretty solid at the start. We were kind of always just keeping ahead of rent. Toddler and the Pinata did great work with kind of just giving us a nice buffer of cash, so therefore we could afford to be choosy with our symbols. Took out Cultist, which didn't work out at all, but sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Took an early Coal as well, which I think helped out a lot. And then getting Quigley the Wolf was definitely the turning point of the run, and then we just added all the wolves, and getting the Moon definitely put it over the top. Silver Arrows did great work as well, and Cardboard Box actually probably enabled me to take out 5-6 symbols, which really helped me trim the deck down, removed quite a lot of this useless stuff. Although we were offered a Diver, which could have taken out the Goldfish, the Anchor and the Pearl, so even without the Cardboard Box, I think this would have been a pretty decent run. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We are now up to a win streak of 3, so tune in tomorrow and hopefully we can keep this going. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, comment down below, let me know what you thought of the video, and subscribe to see more videos every day. Until next time guys, take care of yourselves and cheers for now.